What is up, guys? I'm Neal Jolly and welcome inside Jolly Studios, where we talk about everything cameras to sneakers. And today we're talking sneakers and one of the most iconic basketball sneaker silhouettes, hands down. It's the Reebok Question Mid Black Toe. Happy Sneaker Sunday, fam. I'm so glad you guys are here. I think that's what we're gonna call these, the Sneaker Sunday videos. It was a pretty good weekend for sneaker drops this weekend. There was the Yeezy 350 Linen V2s, and then on the other side of it, there was the Jordan DMP 6s, and man, both really great sneakers. There might have been some others that I might have missed. Tell me, which ones did you guys go for? Let me know in the comment section below. I can tell you right now, I took my first dub of the year on the Nike sneakers website in Canada. I got the Jordan DMP 6s. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was shocked. And I'm super stoked that I was able to secure a pair because, as you know, the Jordan DMPs, the defining moment package, even though it's just one sneaker and not the other part of the package, dating back to when the package dropped, you guys know what I'm talking about, is about celebrating the 2 3-peats of Michael Jordan's career. And timely enough, tonight, the Last Dance documentary is dropping on ESPN, and for us here in Canada, tomorrow on Monday on Netflix, which is crazy because this was actually supposed to release in the middle of the summer, and ESPN actually bumped the date up with all of us being indoors. And I've had this marked on my calendar, and as a Jordan fan, it'll be really fun to see all the behind the scenes stuff that we've never ever been privy to. But enough about that. Let's talk about the sneaker of the day, the sneaker of this video, a sneaker I'm really excited about. If you couldn't tell, I'm rocking the jersey of AI. We're talking about the Reebok Question Mid. And this colorway is the black toe, otherwise known as the Respect My Shine. And I'm stoked to have these in my hands. Honestly, this was a sneaker when Reebok did release the upcoming Question Mids that were coming in the release date for April. I was really excited to see these because I saw a black toe, and man, if you can't tell by my fits that you've seen on this channel or on Instagram, I'm a pretty black, gray, and white guy. So really monochromatic looks. And so for a sneaker to have a black toe, black accents, and then also some gold accents on the shoe on an overall really clean look on a basketball sneaker, that's one of my favorite of all time. Easy, top 3 for sure. This sneaker is it for me. And man, these sneakers are so nostalgic for me. I had a pair of blue and whites when I was in elementary school, and I rock these really hard. So every time I have a look at the sneaker, it reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of my favorite player, one of my favorite players, top 5, no debate. Allen Iverson is there, crossing dudes up on the basketball court, breaking ankles off the court, legendary. Allen Iverson is one bad man, as Stephen A. Smith says. But these sneakers are as described. Black toe, respect my shine, and as these black toes rub off, these toes actually turn gold. And actually, maybe I'll do a slow pan of these at the toe right here. Out of the box, these actually are a little rubbed and turning gold. So in this video, we're gonna quickly talk about the history of this sneaker. We're gonna do an unboxing so you guys get to see how these sneakers come in, packaged, in box, and then we're gonna do a full in-depth review of the materials on this sneaker, and finally, an on-foot look and my verdict of whether you should shoot, hold, or pass on these sneakers. From Iverson's famous crossover to explosive moves to the bucket, the question is actually more about making a statement. And if you've followed AI's career and since the inception of the Question Mids, then you know it's been pretty well documented by AI that these sneakers were inspired by these bad boys right here, the Jordan 11 Concords. Not specifically just the Concords, but the 11s overall as a silhouette. And in 95-96, Iverson actually balled in the Concords while at Georgetown in the 95-96 season before he entered the league and of course signed his deal with Reebok. And for those wondering about the similarities between these two sneakers, real quick, we've got rounded out toe boxes, and then along the midfoot on the medial and lateral sides, we've got this sort of almost wavy paneling between both sneakers. Another striking similarity between both sneakers is the lacing system, with both sneakers offering roped laces, and both sneakers have 6 lace loops each. The only difference being that the question mid actually has a lace loop at the bridge of where the toe box ends and the tongue begins. And if you look at the Reeboks over here, if the Vector Reebok logo was not there and all of this was paneled in black, we pretty much would have the exact same wavy paneling. And then along the backside of the sneakers, you'll notice that the panelings meet at the heel and are stitched down, right down the middle. So there's obvious sneaker references between the mid and the 11s, with the mid taking from the 11s. So that's just a little bit of history for you in case you wanted to know. And for those of you who do not see the resemblance still between these two sneakers, there was a release in 2015 of the Reebok question mids of an all black paneling right along the midfoot that resembled this sneaker. I'll pop a photo in right here, and that should hopefully allow you guys to see more of the resemblance between these two sneakers. And if you're curious about whether this sneaker was released in this similar colorway or this exact colorway in the past, from a look at soulcollector.com in 1998, they did put a similar looking sneaker out. However, those from 98 did have a black toe, but not one that rubbed off and turned to gold. It did have gold accents, but did not have the full gold stitching of the Reebok Vectors. It was actually black with gold stitching on the outlines, and then this vinyl paneling that we see in black was actually white on that pair. So this is a fresh and new take on a past colorway, which is the black and white, which Iverson did rock on court. But I do really dig the overall storytelling of this sneaker, which we will get into with the gold accents. But without further ado, now that we've got a little bit of the history and my personal attachment to the sneaker out of the way, let's get into the unboxing. Coming in a standard black and bronze trim branded Iverson shoebox with the Iverson logo at the top and Iverson signature and Reebok branding on the sides, this shoe comes resting in white paper with no other dressings. And now let's talk about the sneaker in depth, specific to its material, starting from the front to the back and from the top to the bottom. Starting at the toe box, we've got a black toe box that rubs off as you wear it and turns into gold. There is a picture I'm gonna plug right here of the gold revealing itself, and it is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie though, I did pick up this sneaker initially when I saw photos of the sneaker and saw it being black and thought, man, it looks so good, as is with the black toe. But I really do like the overall storytelling, like I mentioned earlier, of this sneaker, and the fact that they do have this rubbing off and turning into gold really does promote the longevity of the sneaker, essentially wearing the sneaker until the black rubs off. I'm not mad at it, but I definitely do feel like the black toe is a lot more versatile in its wear. I'm gonna try to keep these sneakers as a black toe for as long as I can because I really dig this look, but as the gold begins to reveal itself, I know that it will look really nice as shown in that picture. And hey, I've actually thought about potentially rocking the shoes kind of like the question mid double crosses, where they are opposite colors, with one being a gold toe box and potentially rubbing off the right, leaving it gold, and wearing the left as a black. Let me know what you would do and how you would rock them. And then moving along up the toe box, we have our first lace loop, which is made of the same black leather material. A lace loop that starts right at the bridge of where the toe box ends and the tongue begins. And then we've got 6 lace loops that run down the lateral and medial sides of the shoe. And then each individual lace loop, spelling out Reebok, has got a plasticky sort of material with the fabric printed R-E-E-B-O-K along the lateral and medial sides. And then behind the white rope laces, we've got a full white puffy meshy tongue that is really soft and really comfortable on foot, super breathable as well in the area where heat will escape your shoe. And then moving up the tongue, we've got this gold stitched Reebok Vector logo into the synthetic leather and this black trim. Moving inside the sneaker, we've got this really plush and padded ankle support that's really good for your overall foot stability and is really soft on touch and on ankle. And then we've got a white insole with a gold foil printed Reebok Vector logo on the heel of the insole. And pulling this insole out is actually quite difficult. I'd probably have to unlace the rest of the shoe to pull the insole all the way out. It is sealed quite well, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how thin or thick, depending on how you feel, this insole is, if you can tell there. And then as you can see, the gold foil Reebok Vector logo that is on the heel. And then on the inside of the song, we've got our sizing tag, which is sealed to this really soft white fabric. Sliding over to the lateral midfoot, starting from where the black toe box ends, we've got full grain leather that's running right along the midfoot, which is made of some really premium quality. It almost feels like pebble or tumbled leather. It's really, really nice on touch. And then right in the middle of the midfoot paneling, we have a gold stitched iconic Reebok Vector logo that looks really, really nice. And then we've got a black vinyl panel that runs right along the back tab into the medial side. And then on the white leather back tab, we have the question logo stitched in gold, and we've got this nice white trim along the black vinyl paneling as well. And then as we slide down into sort of the ankle paneling, we have that same full grain white leather. Then as mentioned, the medial side is identical to the lateral side, and it just looks so good. And then sliding down to the midsole, we've got this white chunky midsole that runs right along the whole sneaker with 2 Hexalite air bubbles on both the lateral and medial sides. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid looking at the sneaker, it was these 2 Hexalite air bubbles, just that honeycomb print, that really drew me into the sneaker. I thought it looked just so cool. But these are actually just air bubbles. They're plastic air bubbles. They're actually not Hexalite, and where you will find Hexalite is actually when you move to the bottom of the sneaker. For the outsole, we do have the Hexalite cushioning system, and if you look closely right through that hole, you'll notice the honeycomb print with the Hexalite logo actually embossed in this rubber black icy sole. And we've got gold accents of the Reebok logo, and man, this is so smooth, and because this is rubber, it promotes great traction on feet. I gotta say, I love an icy sole, and a black icy sole is too fire. I absolutely love this look, and it's probably one of my favorite parts of this sneaker. And if you actually flash a flashlight right behind this black icy sole, you'll notice that there is a gold Vector Reebok logo that is actually printed into the white outsole. And then saving the best for last, in my opinion, we've got the number 3 right on the heel, stitched in gold on this white leather, covered with that black icy sole around it. It looks so nice. It is the number Allen Iverson wore through his professional career with the 76ers and then eventually the Nuggets. This placement of the number 3 I think is really iconic, and the number 3 also holds significance for me because I am born on the 3rd day of September, and 3 is just my favorite number overall. In terms of sizing, these are advised to fit true to size, and I have to agree, I ordered a size 9.5, which is my standard size, and these fit perfect on my feet. And speaking of on feet, let's style these Reebok question mid black toes and show you guys an on foot look. With a black Essentials tee and a black Essentials canvas pant with a pair of white socks. This is a simple fit that really lets the gold accents of this sneaker shine and stand out. And if you're like me and want to rep Iverson one step further, you can also rock a classic jersey. This jersey happens to be one that I've had since high school and still fits to this day. And actually it does have some gold piping along the neck as well as the sleeves. And overall, as a black jersey, complements the black toe and black paneling on the shoe, and when thrown on this fit actually looks really fresh. And hey man, these black toes might just get you sliding like Michael Jackson. These sneakers dropped on April 10th on Reebok.com, as well as some other online retailers like Finish Line and Foot Locker USA for a price of 140 USD, and for us here in Canada, 200 Canadian. And from a quick look online on Reebok.com USA, it does look like these sneakers are currently sold out. However, there is a link and an image still on their website, which means that these might still get topped up or restocked. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping for you guys it is in the States. However, for us Canadians, from a look at Reebok.ca in Canada, these are still available in pretty much a full-size run. And worldwide, depending on the country you reside in, there still may be some sizing available for you. So I've left a direct link in the description box below for you to check these sneakers out and potentially pick up a pair for yourself. And now is a part of the video where I make my case for whether you should shoot, hold, or pass on your shot at these sneakers, with shoot being picking up these sneakers at their current retail price, hold being potentially waiting for these sneakers to go on sale or for a later date to pick these sneakers up, and pass being that these sneakers might not be for me or you, but for somebody else. And when it comes to the Reebok question mid black toe respect my shine, I say you shoot your shot. The Reebok Question Mid is an iconic silhouette coming from the icon and great Allen Iverson, and to this day uses premium materials like the full grain leather on the uppers. The black toe and the overall colorway tells a special story, and from a quick look at Reebok's website, it says Iverson wasn't afraid to show his value on or off the court. This Question Mid holds its own value, secret gold hidden beneath the toe cap. Expose it, scratch it, let it fade, and show your gold your way. That is awesome. That's awesome to me, and I give Reebok props for creating a storyline behind this sneaker and this silhouette. And with the black toe and white uppers, this is a very versatile sneaker that should pair well with pretty much any of your fits. And unlike some of the recent releases of the questions, like the Georgetowns more recently, which have a pure blue upper with just a gray suede toe box, or with the Question Mid Double Cross, which was released with one shoe with a red toe and the other with a blue toe, those might have been a little bit more hard to rock with your fits, and so a black toe and overall black and white sneaker with gold accents is pretty easy to style with your fits. And no, these are not Jordans or Yeezys, and that's not to say that those sneakers or brands are overhyped, and rightfully so, are dominating the sneaker game in waves weekend by weekend. But my point here is that these are Reebok Question Mids. They stand alone as is, and pardon my pun, you gotta respect their shine. And while these sneakers might be sitting on some sites in some limited sizing right now, that does not mean that these aren't great sneakers. And really, I just encourage you guys to pick up a sneaker not because somebody else said that it's hyped or it looks good or something that you should like, but something you actually like, something you actually connect with, and something that actually helps you maybe even stand out amongst the crowd. And for that reason, and for all of the above, these do that for me, and that's why I say shoot your shot. So there you have it, the Reebok Question Mid black toe, or otherwise known as the Respect My Shine, a sneaker that will be in my rotation come this summer. But now I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you picking this sneaker up? Why or why not? Are you a fan of the gold toe revealing itself when the black toe rubs off? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'd love to connect with you guys there. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed the review, and if you really liked it, I hope that you will subscribe and join this community, because I've got a lot more sneaker reviews coming your way, including another one dropping this Tuesday. And lastly, I just want to say thank you. I just dropped my first sneaker video earlier this week on Tuesday, and it was of the Jordan 1 Mid Chicago black toe. Hilariously, another black toe sneaker. I've got two black toe sneakers back to back, but hey, they're both great sneakers, and I absolutely love both. Both will be in my summer rotation, but if you want to check this review out, there's a link in the description box below for you to check out the review. Let me know your thoughts, but guys, I've been so encouraged by all of your comments and feedback on this review, and I'm so glad to be bringing more reviews your way. And like I said, you guys are the best, and so I'm leaving you guys with that. Thank you guys so much for watching, for your time and your support of this channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.